Hello YouTube, Reddit Math here, and welcome back to No Man's Sky. Picking up on our Technicolor planet with its, radiation leakage everywhere. Only radiation could make colors like this, I suppose. I left off saying that I was going to head into the water, and that is still my plan. Although the water is looking less and less inviting from the closer I get to it, so we'll see. There's definitely some Is it just the air is green everywhere, or is it? No, it doesn't look green that way. It's coming off of the water. Yeah, that's terrifying. Maybe it's real warm. It's like a nice steam bath of water. We're also about to find out how well we swim.
Extreme radiation detected.
Oh, good. Okay. Extreme radiation. We've got a breath bar. Pretty standard fare, I would say. Kind of interesting. I don't see any way that we would really swim at the top of the water line. We can still rocket boost to get above it, but that's really the only way to regain all of our breath. Whoa, that thing is also really cool. Sweet. Just iron, but it looked real neat. Also, I did spot, so that's gonna be way underwater, right? Huh. I think our rads have also gone up from the ambient 5.3 to when we're in the water. Yeah, we're up to 9.5. That is going to be a little bit interesting. So we're definitely cutting through our environmental shielding at sort of an alarming rate. Not too concerned about it. We can actually, as we learned from the super hot planet, I should just be able to walk up on this, yeah. All we really need to do in order to regenerate our shielding is find a cave that could shield us from it. I was just kind of trying to pop around and see if maybe I could spot anything near the water that might pass for a cave, but no, we're getting pretty far out there. All right, let's. I want to keep heading this way, as there's definitely something on the ocean floor.
Extreme radiation detected.
Looks like maybe just one of the little knowledge-y obelisk type things. Let's go ahead and get our oxygen level up, and then we'll use gravity to do a bit of a deep dive there. Oh man, that looked so good. It almost looked like I knew what I was doing. Alright, we've got a Korvax plaque. We don't want to waste too much time down here, considering we are submerged. Brilliant light erupts from the ancient marker, and circles me, engulfing my mind with the memories and voices of the Korvax echoes. The dreams of entities who once worshipped here become my own. Who worshipped down here? The Atlas interfaces drift alone in the endless void. They are silent. They are unknowable fragments of an ancient whole. Yet their imprint on time and space molds our existence. They are the equation, and life is its answer. Through their monoliths, they give understanding to our boundless meaning and that of our own. Their boundless meaning and that of our own. Alright, so a very Douglas Adams, the life, the universe, the everything. They are the equation, and life is its answer. So, the Atlas, did it seed the universe? Spreading life everywhere, which maybe is a rationale behind why there is life on so many of these planets, unlike what our own research in the real world might lead us to believe. Let's go ahead and seek help with language. My knowledge of the Korvax convergence increases. I've learned the word for time. Okay. Was there another? There is another. See another little point of interest way out yonder there. Also, do need concern myself. Oh, was it that one? That way? I thought it was underwater. Maybe it was just I was so deep that it looked also to be underwater. Do need to concern ourselves a little bit with the radiation protection. This is where I'm gonna show a neat trick. Ow! What was that? Maybe a plant hit me. Who knows? All right, we're gonna switch to our bolt caster. It has real fancy these things, right? Got a plasma launcher. We're gonna use the plasma launcher in order to dig ourselves a little bit of our own personal man-made cave. Is that not enough? I think we need more shade. Try to press a little bit farther in. Something like that.
Radiation protection stabilizing.
And there we go. We can make caves. It's not much of a cave, but it is a full radiation shielding regeneration. All for the cost of what? For the multi-tool plasma launcher, we took it down to about 70%. It's not so bad. We could recharge with quite a bit of stuff, actually. There we go. Back up to 100%. All for a little bit of carbon. I can deal with that. Now, I'd say the water paid off. We found our concept of time. But now, let's head over towards this curiosity. I think this is going to be... you know, I'm not... obviously, I'm not spending too much time focusing on like minerals or anything right now. The planet's pretty barren as far as all that's concerned. I think instead, isn't that cool? We're gonna show down how we're gonna show down. We're gonna check out all of these little question marks. I'm gonna continue, I guess, to refer to them as points of interest. What are you? Is that the shadow? I guess from the tree, slowly moving across. That's 2 minutes away that way. Huh. Maybe that was the one that I saw that I thought might be underwater. It's hard to say, really. So I am gonna, man, I'm gonna abuse it until it gets patched. Is all I can say. The ability to sort of boost while running, so that you get a very large increase in your rate of movement. I'm going to use that as much as possible to cover ground on these radioactive planets. I don't feel like you could necessarily blame me. The plains of Triphias. Wonder if we can maybe get enough of the beacons for this planet to... Yeah, here we go, under discoveries. Maybe fill this up? If we just get 6 on this planet, we could do that. That could be worthwhile. I don't really know what the reward for doing so is. Scan. I'm looking for... I know we got this thing, which is probably... No, that requires an Atlas pass, but these are destructible. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, and we do still have at least some cargo drops over here. Fascination bead. More stuff needing. Man, this Atlas Pass V1, man. I need it everywhere I go. Alright, well, bolt caster it up and try to use our reflecto bolts as much as possible. Get some platinum for our trouble. Sentinel drones alerted. Oh, hello. Yep. Your aim's not much better than mine. Stop doing that. I can't fly. That doesn't feel fair. Alright. They do have a much better shield than you do, though, so... oh, right. That's probably just like a Sentinel over the horizon, right? Nothing to be concerned about. Surely nothing to be worried about. Let's get all of these. Oh, hello. Hello. Yep. You're a sentry drone. No. One down. Reload. Okay. There we go. So like a sentry drone over the horizon or something that's maybe like giving off alerts and drawing things to us? I wonder. Here we are getting the crazy spooky music. Alright, tell you what, let's start making our way. Okay. Warning, Sentinel combat unit deployed. We're gonna start making our way this way. Oh, I think we maybe not lost them, but they've gone from combat to search mode. Sentinel force deactivated. We lost the fuzz, everybody. Okay.
Radiation protection.
Yeah, you can't outrun the radiation, though. Ooh, milestone accomplished. What did we get for our trouble? Scrapper. Haha. Okay. Destroyed 5 Sentinels. I can live with that. I kind of lost... Was it this one we were heading towards? I thought it was like more this way. Oh, there's a Sentinel over there. I don't think they're really looking for us, though, right? Like, we lost them. I hope, at least. I'm pretty sure we lost them. It's at least the current assumption that I'm making. Got something up here. I don't think I've ever really seen a monolith that looked like that before. Huh. Also, fairly cool Technicolor cave over there. Before we interact with this, I might want to... Oh, okay. Gotcha. Might want to... Oh, and there's a crashed drone that I saw right over there just as we entered our menu. We might want to fill this out a little bit. Let's... What I like to do, maybe...
Technology recharge.
Clear as much of our inventory through, you know, repairing and refueling everything as we can. And then we'll start sending over... Oh, man. Oh, right. Duh, because I blew open a ton of those things. So, of course, I got a load of platinum off of it. Nice. That is going to sell for a very pretty penny. Alright. Well... Korvax's plaque again. The Legacy of Delphair. The strange stone marker imparts the wisdom of the Korvax echoes to those who desire it. I do now know what dialect it speaks, yet somehow I understand the story of those who once worshipped here. The Korvax echoes tell of a time long ago when the monoliths of the Atlas woke the civilizations of the outer edge. Their presence filled them with a desire for knowledge. From these beginnings, empires were born, spoke out, and fell silent once more. An eternity that cannot be quantified past. Huh. So the Korvax woke. What does woke mean in this context? Like, I feel like a little bit more than like, hey, it's time to get up, everybody. Sort of spurred the progress of these civilizations of the outer edge. And what are we... on the outer edge of the galaxy right now? That would make sense. These empires were born. Eventually they spoke out against the Atlas and then fell silent. Korvax convergence. Oh. Fell silent indeed. I learned the word for scared. Well then. That feels like there's been too many times where the story feels at least a little bit connected to the word I learned from it for me to feel like it's completely random. You know, maybe it's procedurally generated, deciding what word you should learn from what tale. I don't know. Let's see what we got here. Damaged machinery. Advanced cooling sigma. Photon cannon cooldown times. Okay. I can always... Oh, I didn't even see that. Cool. I can always deal with more blueprints. That is something I will certainly not say no to. Oh man, and I always need more Atlas passes. I don't even have one, but I always need Atlas passes. You wonder if that's not going to be a completely reusable item, just due to how often I see its requirement versus like how often I see bypass chips, which I know are one-time use. Another knowledge stone. Learn the word for virus. It's a little menacing, maybe. So I do feel like we turned a bit. That's still showing up on our map, but we did everything at the plaque, right? I want to be super sure. Maybe I just interacted with the orb and the plaque is a separate thing. Oh, yeah. Well, that was almost real pro. No. No. It certainly does not appear to be a separate thing. Okay, it's continuing to show up on our map after we've activated it. Find that a little curious. Okay, Starship is back this way, and I don't think we're going back exactly the way we came out here. We made a little bit of kind of a triangle, which I feel like is maybe the best way to handle this most times. Also, there's a depot that way? Is that something we've already encountered? Can't be. Like it feels like triangles are maybe the best way to handle things. Like cut out in one direction, then make a big turn, head in that direction for a while. You know, head one way until maybe like you spot a point of interest in the distance or something like that. Head towards it, and then once you hit it, then head back towards the ship, and that'll get you a triangular sort of pattern covering quite a bit of ground, ensuring that you get ample opportunities to uncover depots or any other points of interest that you might find. Okay, I think that was I think that might actually be the plaque underwater then, that's way out that way. Oh, and is this... This is the depot. Okay. Well then, never mind. That didn't feel very depot-ish to me. I would have expected a depot to maybe include some indoor areas. If nothing else, beyond the language pickups, I feel like this planet... What? It's like a really weird cutout of that rock formation. I feel like this planet was really... Oh, it's kind of weird.
Radiation protection stabilizing.
Also, okay, I thought I saw something there. I really feel like this planet was all about what we got from that last depot. All of the platinum. How valuable it was. I imagine it is going to sell for quite a bit back at a space station or a trader. Alright, so we're about a minute away from our ship and about 2 minutes away from another point of interest. Well, let's actually point ourselves towards that point of interest. I know our ship inventory is full, but our exosuit inventory... We still got one more slot. We might be able to pick up a little bit. I will say, the planet is very, very gorgeous. One thing that was said, and this really kind of resonated with me, that one of the things they wanted to evoke in the game was the like 1980s sci-fi book cover kind of feel. And I really do get that from shots like this, you know, with just like this amazing kind of alien landscape formed before us, with like crazy colors that you would never imagine seeing on Earth. Oh. Okay, definitely something over there. That's when I really get that like 1980s sci-fi book vibe is a planet like this, where I have to question maybe how much LSD the author did in the 1970s before commissioning the art. Alright, we're going to have a little bit of a ravine coming up. Nothing we can't handle. Just over here, Arcadale. Okay. Tell you what, let's hit this first and then check out the little room over there. I did say, it would be cool to try to get all 6 of these beacons from discoveries. That is going to be rough. I don't really want isotopes. Like, I would need something just really special for me to, is Emerald that thing? Maybe not. For me to look at it and say, yeah, that needs to take up the last spot in my inventory. But what is going on over here? You at least provide shelter from the radiation? Indeed. But also, suit upgrade. Nice! Upgrade exosuit, 10,000 units, absolutely. Get another inventory slot for it. Okay, well that solves a little bit of our problems, which was that we were running a bit low on inventory space. 2 minutes that way. Trace our ship. It's over there. I think that's where we came from then, the 2 minutes that way, because we were heading towards our ship. We detoured a little bit to the left to get here. I think we were coming through that way. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this is heading... No. We came over the little ravine. Alright, well, I'll tell you what. There is one way to find out for sure whether or not we have been to something, and that is to go to the thing and see if it's something we've been to. No, I don't feel like this is the same path we traversed getting here. I do not. Okay, yeah, I feel like I would remember... Ooh, cool. I would remember that big mountain in between us. Whoa, and like crazy cave. I can cut through the cave, or I could go that way. Let's head over here. At least know we can find some shelter from the storm. And I suppose I should be scanning things a little bit more frequently. I do feel a little dumb. I only kind of recently discovered the zoom on the scanner. I would be like, man, I'm too far away, but you can really get up there. Of course, there's nothing for me to analyze that way. With a click of the R3, the right thumbstick. Probably could have scanned me some flying eel things if only I had known. Wow, you live, you learn. Huh. Oh, and another one over there. So it does seem pretty possible to just chain these points of interest together, right? To wander from one, guaranteeing that you'll almost certainly discover another by the time you get there. Nice. Whoa. Wait, aren't these the kind of things where they then show us something? Where it gives us like another... Yeah, advanced 44 minutes away. Okay, well that is quite the journey on foot. We're probably gonna want to hitch a ride to do something like that. Okay, and I think this was the other one I saw right as I was coming up here. Alright, here's my plan. Let us pick up one more of these things. Mostly because we just got like an inventory space upgrade. And is this going to be another watery one, I wonder? Well, we'll find out. Oh, this could be bad. I didn't expect there to be such a ravine right as I took flight. As I was saying, let's pick up this one. Maybe underwater. Maybe just at the edge. Yeah. Wherever it may be, we're going to find it. And then, once we've done that, we'll head back to our ship. Once we get back to our ship, we can use it to shorten the time needed to make that 45-minute trek. Where are you? I think it's going to be another one underwater. I find that really cool for some reason, that they're submerged like that. Okay. I'm going to build up a little bit of a running start and try to just get way up high. I kind of bungled that one, I'd say. I didn't get far enough forward. No, maybe not. That actually kind of took me right to it. Okay. Ruins, Korvax plaque. Okay. Whispers spill from the sharp edges of the artifact, recounting the dreams and memories of the Korvax echoes in my mother tongue. The Atlas interfaces await the arrival of the travelers, those who would seek the ends of the universe through its very core. Within the infinity of time, their arrival is probable. Their potential could know no bounds. One dimension in billions will receive them. And that, of course, has to refer to us, the player. Learn the word for echoes, huh? Oh, it looks like there's a sentinel right above the water. Like, hey, what's that guy doing down there? Like, we have to be the travelers then, right? That makes all of the sense, basically. Oh my. We've gotten 4 minutes away from our ship. Alright, so it's going to be a little bit of a trek back. My initial inclination is to cut out something like that. Like the 4-minute run back to the ship when I know we're just going to take off and head somewhere. But people keep yelling at me for cutting out anything. So, tell you what, we will leave it in. We'll see how it goes. I really feel like even if I do get any other points of interest or anything, I need to ignore them. I need to... for the sake of getting back to the ship, and then once back at the ship, being able to take off and get to whatever is 45 minutes away. We really need to focus. concentrate. We can do this. I have faith in me. Whoa! What was that over there? I didn't imagine that. Did I? What was that? Okay. Yeah, you just go check that out. Okay. I have no idea what that was supposed to be. I swear there was like an explosion in the distance, right? Remember, not checking out anything, just heading back towards my ship. That is the plan, man. I think it's possible to upgrade my rocket boost. Like if I had a longer jetpack depletion time, that would be pretty cool. I'm actually kind of surprised by the number of upgrades and the variety of those upgrades. You know, we're pretty new into the game, right? Like only a few hours really, but the fact that the Boltcaster has a ricochet upgrade that we found, like that to me was like really cool, compared to a rate of fire increase or a damage increase. You know, those are like, oh, okay, yeah, your game's gonna have stuff like that. Ricochet is really neat. It does more than just, you know, change a number somewhere. I've also heard from one of my friends who was playing, and they found like a scatter shot upgrade for their Boltcaster, which is it basically just turned the thing into a shotgun. Like now it fired in these large bursts of multi-shot, which again is like, that's way cooler than just rate of fire or damage up type things. I think that's very cool. Alright, 45 minutes away. Now becomes 5 minutes. And at full speed, probably about a 2-minute cruise. No problem. We are kind of flying out over the water, though. Hopefully this shelter is not somewhere we're going to have a little trouble landing our ship. I don't think they'd do that to us, though. I say as only more water emerges from the fog. Nah. Yeah, this is a mountain. We're gonna find another landmass. It's bound to happen. I think it's cool that there's effectively like little landing pads spread throughout the water. If I did want to just land there and then dive right in, so to speak, I could. All right. 30 seconds. We should be coming up into visual range before too long. The other side of the mountain, maybe? I think so. Alright. We're gonna have to get a little bit of air here. Yeah, right about the time we come over the mountain. Oh, I'm a terrible pilot. Yeah, you heard it here first, folks. Okay. I mean, come on. Like, real pilots don't have to contend with floating islands. There we go. Now I spotted it. Initiating landing sequence. Boom. By crossing. Wow. This has like multiple buildings. Okay. I'd say this is by far the biggest shelter we've encountered on a planet. That's pretty cool. So it has a kind of a neat main building and then a couple of little side buildings here. I do keep having more and more thoughts of the travelers buzzing around in my head. What the story is going to be kind kind of unfolding with the Atlas and our place as an echo in all of this. Alright, nope. Not getting distracted by thing 2 minutes away.
Radiation protection stabilizing.
Yeah? Hello to you too. Oh, there's a device to interact with, as well as the entity. Code entity. Yanoi. Aris Korvax Kevich scared. Please, Monogor. Man, we're starting to get there, right? Like, he is scared. Monogor, please, Monogor, please. I startled the electronic life form from its work. It greets me politely, but when it sees my bolt caster, it starts to vibrate with fear. The entity's voice quavers, and its mass slowly turns to a single, dilated red light. It clearly wants to get back to its research work, but is too terrified to take its gaze away from me. The more I try to calm it, the more the poor thing convulses with fear. Insists that I come in peace. I mucked it up. I mucked it up real good. And then the new one wants Carbon to even talk to me. Whoa! Psychedelic thingy. That was weird. That's cool. I feel like a little bit of a Nerf gun vibe, but it's cool. Combat amplifier, beam intensifier, range booster. Might not be such a bad thing. It's 10 slots. We're just gonna compare it to our own. So we're at 11. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to say no to that, right? I mean, we'd have to put an analysis visor on it just right away, and then that doesn't leave much. You could even, we throw an analysis visor and a plasma launcher, yeah, we're basically out of space. I think we're going to pass on that one, and just be thankful that we've already got something pretty darn cool. Alright, and then this will give us an opportunity to interact with the Galactic Trade Terminal. First things first, we certainly want to sell. And we'll get rid of all of our not so great stuff, I suppose. Any of the trade commodities, basically. Alright, and Starship. I might hold on to the titanium for right now. The platinum, though. 66,000. Ooh, that felt good. Alright, that's basically what we got for our little shootout with the Sentinels there. And then, let's check and see if he has anything cool to buy, but I think it's mostly just going to be crafting materials all the time. Could get some more suspension fluid. That's sort of the base bottleneck for us being able to warp. And I don't really feel like we need any right now. Trade commodity. Dimensional matrix. Kind of looks like a plasma TV to me. Okay. We'll pass on buying anything from him for now. And that's the way we came in. So this is the other door out. Wealth. Space Trucker. Earned over 250,000. I can deal with that. Let's see what these other rooms have to offer us. Oh, jeez. I didn't do it, but man, this place is a bit of a mess. Ooh. Look at this little guy. That's interesting. Anything on the other side? Multitool tech. Reload accelerant. That could be decent. Your standing with the Korvax has increased. That was not what I expected from that little research specimen. Okay. Well, standing with the core back sounds like a good thing, so I'm okay with it increasing. What else do we got?
Radiation protection.
Encyclopedia. Huh. Learn the Korvac's word for data. Muddled. Learn 15 words. I do feel like we're starting to get at least a little closer to being able to talk to the Korvacs, right? I mean, we certainly understood that guy was afraid of us. Scared, that kind of thing. Do we have to go down into the cave system to get that? No, we can come over here. There's always just one more thing. It's the civilization problem. The one more turn. Yeah. It's all I want, man. It's just like I'm ready to just do this and end a nice quiet game session. No, I take that back. There's gonna be one more thing that I want to do before I can end it. It's always the way. I just can't get away from it. I didn't really see anything on a scan pulse there. So while this planet, like, I want to maybe point something out here. How much harvesting have I been doing during this? If the answer is none, yeah. Maybe let me check this out, and I'll rant for just a second. So stand by for ranting. Should be able to claim another sector over here, right? Indeed. Or is this going to give us another, oh man, like another 45-minute go that way, find thing? Don't you do it. Oh, advanced life form detected 45 minutes that way. It did it. It did it. Okay. Let me grab a cargo drop. Convergence cubes. We did just sell a bunch of stuff, so we got plenty of space right now. Alright, back to the ship, and then we'll head towards the thing. Oh, and there's a crash thing over there. Okay, we'll go check out the crash thing, then we'll head towards the ship, then we'll head over there. Yeah, cannon damage, because that feels like these are always like blueprint upgrades, so that's worth getting. So if you kind of think through this, like I haven't been getting resources at all while I've been out here, right? Like I'm not shooting plants and grabbing carbon and this, that, and the other thing. And I realize like I've got a little bit of inertia from doing that in the past, but man, I am seeing a ton of people criticize, like, oh, it's awful, and I've constantly got to refill this, and like, I don't get it. I'm not having that game. Like, I don't know what you guys are doing that I'm not doing. In a little bit of gameplay that I've seen of some other people on YouTube, I might suggest that people are trying to use like carbon to charge everything. You know, a little bit of plutonium goes a long way, effectively. Once you get, you know, something like, I still have some of these? Nah, maybe I've used them. Once you get any, well, like that, like an unstable plasma recharge, you know, you get some condensed energy stuff. You can have like one of your slots that can basically refuel everything you have. And I don't know, I topped off life support once, mostly because I wanted to clear a little bit of inventory space. But it's no pressing need, right? Like, it's not something that I feel like is nagging at me in any way. And I don't understand what people are doing where they feel like that's the case. It's very strange to me. The response to No Man's Sky, I guess, in general. It's been very divisive, is obviously the easiest thing to say about it, is that not even people are disappointed. You know, I've seen some like, you know, it looks okay. It's really pretty. Maybe it's not the kind of game that I'd want to play, and I'm like, yeah, okay, I can get that. But like, some people are angry. Like this game is somehow an affront to their personal being, and I don't get it. I don't understand what they thought was going to happen, what did happen, what game they've been playing to think it's just boring and repetitive. I'm not feeling boring and repetitive here. I feel like there is something. You know, I'm 5 hours in and finding out about the travelers and the echoes, and I don't know. I think that kind of mystery interests me. That sort of hands-off, very light storytelling. You know, the way that maybe a game like Dark Souls introduces you to the plot, that so many people have heralded as amazing storytelling. People are criticizing this for, and that's a little weird. Alright, so we got our shelter over here. Rowan Desert. Nice. So I don't know, like, is No Man's Sky the greatest game that's ever been made? I don't know, man. Probably not. It's a little early to call that one, if you ask me. Alright, a minute 45. But, it's pretty cool. Pretty darn cool. I like it. I could keep playing it. Bypass ship required. I can do bypass ships. There's those other stupid things that I can't make. Alright, bypass chip. What is this going to do for me? Oh, I had to use a bypass ship. Oh, no. I was like, just to claim it? But that's not the case. It's giving me other things. Signal scanner online. Planetary location beacons are responding. Please select preferred destination. Monolith, colonial outpost, transmission, or shelter. Let's say Monolith. Searching for ancient alien artifacts. So I'm not quite sure what a monolith is. Oh, okay, that kind of symbol. 20 minutes away. We'll probably not want to do that one on foot. Okay. Was that worth a bypass chip? Probably. We'll wait and see. Any more alien specimens inside things? Well, kind of. Multi-tool tech. Range boost. That's cool. Oh, it's scanner range boost. That's really interesting. I was about to say, I was talking about how cool like a range up on the mining laser. That I could get into. There's some times when the range feels a little short. Scanner range. That's a little bit more interesting to me.
Radiation protection stabilized.
Let's see if we can do this without bunging it up this time. Okay. Current Korvax standing. Thesis. The only thing I picked out in all that was Korvax. The electronic life form is agitated and perhaps in pain. Its body buzzes and small arcs of electricity jump between its mask and shoulders. It jolts and shakes. It needs help. It reaches out its hand as if it wants to shake mine. I instinctively raise my arm in response. With common sense advises caution. Take 1 health of damage or pull back. Well, let's take it. Pain is intense. It thanks me with a gift. Health module Tau. Increases user's health once primary systems have failed. Okay, so I could install into my ship, or into my exosuit, in order to just get more health. Okay. I don't feel like maybe I have the space in my exosuit right now for something like that, but I can't jump up that. It's just real clear. But I can see that being useful for like a later suit. Another very Nerf gunny style multi-tool. Yeah, and the same 10 slots. Okay, nothing extraordinary there. First aid. I can just heal myself. Nice. Oh, we did get this though. Okay, I feel like I know that technology already, but okay. That's fine too. I've been to the galactic trade stuff so recently that I don't feel like I really need to bother selling anything. I do want to make sure this video doesn't go too long. And so, with that in mind, let's just burn... Whoa. No. Let's burn straight for this monolith. And see exactly what there is to see here. Just want to lose a little altitude. I'm not nosediving into the water, but I don't want to break the atmosphere. I can actually see a line over there. Those are the Atlas lines though, right? I think so. I don't think they're anything on the planet, for instance. Whoa! That is indeed a monolith. That's the No Man's Sky like logo symbol thing. Crazy. Okay, Mr. Monolith. Whoa, you are a lot bigger than I thought you were going to be at first. That's what she said. All right, let's check out. All right, so knowledge stones nearby. Destination reached, of course. Learn the word for power. I'm gonna do a quick. Yeah, there's some stuff out here. I'm gonna do a quick circle of the monolith first. Learn the word for disruption. Learn the word for stall. And then the monolith itself here. How does one... do we just interact with the base? Whoa. I think it would be much cooler if you had to, like, jet up there and interact with the... Oh, the eye. That was a little out of jetpack, it seems. Alright. Oh, do we not interact with the base? I mean, I feel like we would, right? Is that it? Is it just 3 knowledge stones? No, arrive in 3, 2, 1. Huh. I feel like I'm not doing this right. I mean, there's the thing, and I'm not getting anywhere to hold and circle. Oh, there we go. I am just dumb. Ashes of the Watiascop. Korvax Monolith. Calm. Bergon. I feel faint as if my mind is being invaded. Pustules on my skin grow, bubble, and pop. And I feel countless tiny stabbing pinpricks scrabbling from each great gaping hole. Suddenly metal spiders, perhaps tiny sentinels, run up my shoulder and onto my visor. Can this be real? This cannot be real. I start to... Okay, that was a bad time, Mr. Sentinel. I start to scream. Well, I feel like remove helmet and scrape away tiny metal spiders might be a bad idea. Fire weapon or wait it out. So it tried to say calm and then something I don't understand. Maybe I should just wait it out. Be calm. The hallucination fades. I have passed some sort of test and a reward materializes. Understanding with the Korvax is increased. You have learned the Atlas word, or awake. Korvax casing.
Radiation protection falling.
It seemed to fire something up into the sky. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay. I am going to have to call that a dramatic end. As much as I would like to wander 2 minutes and 17 seconds that way, I think this thing is a pretty good note to go out on for now. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, feel free to subscribe. There's lots more on the channel. Leave a like or a comment if you have anything to say about this or any of my other videos, and I will catch you guys next time.